WMBG, we are Williamsburg's radio station. How's it going, everybody? Ty Hodges here. It is Thursday, it is 3:15, and it is time for the Super Sound Showcase brought to you by Culture Fix. Shout out to Culture Fix, our new sponsor. Thank you so much for making all of this possible. And you know, we here at WMBG, we're a small team. Sometimes we have to audible, but it works out for the best sometimes because I am thrilled to welcome in our artist today, Kate Stedelbauer, who dropped everything at a moment's notice to join us today. So Kate, welcome into the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, this is fortuitous timing for you as well because just this year, you dropped your first EP.
Yes, I did.
So tell us a little bit about that. What's it called, and then how did it come about?
It's called Mississippi, and I graduated high school in 2016, and I was like, I want to pursue music. So we kind of went through our plans and what our game plan was, and decided to start working on an EP. So
now, what's your musical background look like? When did you start getting into music? When did you start playing? I
started playing guitar when I was 10, and with that, I started to write music around that same time. And I've always loved to write, and I've always loved country music as well. It's always kind of been the music that I went back to. So it's been a huge influence on me over the last couple of years.
Now, off air, I asked you how you settled on the name Mississippi for the album, and obviously it's one of the title tracks on there, but you said that song is very autobiographical for you, so tell us a little bit about what that means for you.
Yeah, I think that when I was writing that, I was just really thinking about the direction that I wanted my life to go and what I wanted to pursue, and so I was thinking back through my teenage years and all of the things you go through as a teenager, and then looking forward into the future and what I wanted to achieve with my music. So it definitely is a standout for the EP and why I wanted to kind of center everything else around it. So. And
you're on the younger side, you know, like you just said, not too far out of high school, but you are giving the music thing a go. You're diving right into it.
Yep.
Is that how is that working? Is it scary? Is it intimidating sometimes?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's very intimidating and scary, but I've kind of learned to cope with it because it is what I want to do, and I have such a passion for it and a drive for it, and I think that I believe in what I can create, and so I'm excited to continue to pursue it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, Kate Stedelbauer would love to play for you. She's looking for some gigs around town. What sort of places have you played?
I have played at Aromas. I have played in Victorian Station, which is down in Hampton, and I've also played at the Blue Heron. All of those places are great, and I'm actually getting ready to play at Craft 31 this coming Friday night, a week from tomorrow, from 4 to 7.
Wonderful. So. Ladies and gentlemen, go check her out if you're out and about. Kate Stedelbauer, I know after this performance you will want to check her out because I can tell you, I went and listened to the EP today, and the girl's got talent. The girl has got some talent. And one of the things I was impressed with, Kate, was your voice. You have a wonderful singing voice.
Thank you.
Is that just natural, or have you taken lessons, or how does that work?
I've always loved to sing since I was a kid. It's just kind of been something that I've worked on over the years. And then later in high school, I was in choir, and that I think I definitely learned from that. And my awesome choir teacher, Miss Christensen, I really learned a lot from her. But it's just kind of always been a passion that's grown.
And so, you know, a lot of musicians, especially as they're starting out, as they're aspiring, they have different goals or different aspirations. What do those look like for you? What is a successful music career for you?
I think I just want people to like my music and continue to want more and really relate to it. And because that's my favorite artists create music that I just relate to on such a personal level, and I think that that's what I want to do for other people as well.
And who are some of those artists? Who does Kate Stedelbauer draw inspiration from?
I love Casey Musgraves. I love Joni Mitchell, Carole King, Dolly Parton, Emmylou Harris, and then Miranda Lambert is awesome as well. So a lot of female artists out there.
Definitely. And does that come through in your music as well?
I think it does. Casey Musgraves is my biggest writing inspiration, especially, so I think a lot of my style comes influenced by her, but, you know, it's just kind of all of them combined.
And then outside of Mississippi, which you've already touched on being a little more autobiographical, what sort of things are you writing about? How do you draw your inspiration for these songs?
I think real life experiences, whether it's something that happened to me or something that I see happening to other people, writing stories has always been my thing. Not as much as like writing about my feelings, but creating a storyline and what can come from those stories. So, just what real life is and telling it the way it is and telling the truth.
And so, you dropped the EP back in March. It's on Spotify. Ladies and gentlemen, you can buy it off of iTunes.
Yes.
Apparently, you can even buy hard copies, but that's a little more complicated,
yes.
you said.
If you go to, my website is katesongs.com. So if you go there, there's like a little thing where you can type in your info and we can send one to you. It's a hard copy, and I'll sign it if you want me to. It's also on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff.
And so what's the reception been like so far?
Positive. A lot of people tell me that they really like it and that they want to hear more, which is the best thing to hear. So I have more coming.
Wonderful. And when I know this is way too early to ask, but when can we expect some more fresh material?
I don't. Well, I have a YouTube channel that I put up acoustic live videos of new material, but hopefully in the next year and a half, we'll look at some more like official released material on Spotify and all that good stuff. So it's coming.
So things are all looking up then.
Yes.
Wonderful. Here with Kate Stedelbauer here on the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Culture Fix. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have some live music. Stay tuned here on WMBG. And we are back here in the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Culture Fix. Back here with our special guest today, Kate Stedelbauer, and she is just chomping at the bit to play some music for us off the EP Mississippi that we had just mentioned about, which again, you can stream on Spotify, you can buy on iTunes, you can go to her website.
Oh, Kate Songs, yes.
Still working on the cues. It's okay. I threw a hand gesture at her. She wasn't prepared for it. That was my bad. So I guess first off, what's the first song we're gonna hear today?
I'm actually gonna play Mississippi, the title track. So I hope y'all like it.
All right, and this is normally the time where I would say, tell us a little bit about the song, but I feel like we've kind of already covered that. So so I'm just gonna let you dive right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Stedelbauer here on the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Cultured Fix.
When I was 14 years old, I started off down a bumpy road. Just a kid, the world was big and time was slow. When I was 16 years old, I got lost in the rock and roll. All of my dreams grew tumbleweeds and rolled on home. But now I'm asking for a little extra time to turn back the clock and take a little rewind. So take my heart and go away. I don't need it, ain't got nothing more to say. So I'm leaving Tennessee, it's calling my name. 'Cause I've spent way too many nights just crying. So if I say I want you back, I'm lying. Bigger dreams are coming my way. And when I'm floating down the Mississippi, I'll say, mister, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. And on the day I turned 18, I cried on my back porch swing. Sinking suns and mascara runs. The adult life just ain't fun. But now I'm asking for a little extra time to say the things that were really on my mind. Oh, take my heart and go away. I don't need it, ain't got nothing more to say. So I'm leaving Tennessee, So take my heart and go away. I don't need it, ain't got nothing more to say. So I'm leaving. Tennessee is calling my name. Oh, 'cause I've spent way too many nights just crying. So if I say I want you back, I'm lying. Bigger dreams are coming my way. And when I'm floating down the Mississippi, I'll say, mister, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did I tell you? Kate Stedelbauer, a wonderful performance here in the Super Sound Showcase brought to you by Culture Fix. Wonderful job on the initial
Thank
song.
you.
I can see why you made that the title track. That's very good.
Thank you so much.
All right, what else do you have lined up for us?
I'm actually going to play a song that's not on the EP, but it's called Red Guitar, and it's about this guitar right here that I'm playing. It's red for those of y'all that can't see me. And it's actually a story that I just kind of created around the story of this guitar. It used to be owned by a guy out of Memphis who was a musician. So from that, I kind of created this song around it.
Wonderful. Some original music, some fresh original music here on the Super Sound Showcase. Take it away.
Painted just like rubies, well, she sure was a gem. Laid in many different cases, felt the hands of many men. And everybody's got a best friend, well, except for me. I guess I'm just the odd one that prefers a set of strings. 'Cause when I was a little girl, I liked to make up tales of princesses hauling all their dragons off to jail. But I am still a damsel, and when I was 17, I was gifted with a fender to set all my demons free. She'd been playing down on Beale Street since I was just a kid, and my mind hadn't discovered where all her songs were hid. In the corners of old coffee shops or singing at the bar. Oh, everything I've lost I found in my red guitar. Well, she's felt my heart breaking, and she's wiped all of my tears. Watching from my bedroom corner, I hardly touched her for a year. But now I'm a stronger woman, and a boy can't make me blind. And though it's hard to admit, I know she knew that the whole time. 'Cause she'd been playing down on Beale Street since I was just a kid, and my mind hadn't discovered where all her songs were hid. In the corners of old coffee shops or singing at the bar. Oh, everything I've lost I found in my red guitar. Well, now you may see me singing on this stage, but it ain't my disposition that has made me not afraid. And I thank the good Lord Jesus that He has paved my way with a 6-string soulmate that speaks the words that I can't say. 'Cause she's been playing down on Beale Street since I was just a kid, and my mind hadn't discovered where all her songs were hid. In the corners of old coffee shops or singing at the bar. Oh, everything I've lost I found in my my guitar.
Kate Stedelbauer here on WMBG, the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Culture Fix. Wonderful job. Thank you so much for joining us today. Where can the folks find you again? You want to plug yourself one more time?
Yes.
Social media and all the streaming sites and everything.
Yes, it's katesongs.com. I'm on Spotify as Kate Stedelbauer, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play. All of my social media is also Kate Stedelbauer, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff.
All of it. And you've got, and what's the show you've got coming up again?
Craft 31, a week from Friday, October 6th from 4 to 7 on the patio. That's where I'll be.
Wonderful. Well, Kate, it has been an absolute treat having you in studio today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned next week. We will have another great edition of the Super Sound Showcase brought to you by Culture Fix here on WMBG, playing the music you love.